Lurching Woman is a new for 2025 Haunted Hill Farm animatronic. This prop is being made by Techie Design and features a fast jump scare animation paired with an incredibly creepy face sculpt. I'd like to thank Haunted Hill Farm for sending me this animatronic to review, and without any further ado, let's unbox the Lurching Woman. For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and welcome to yet another Halloween 2025 animatronic unboxing, setup, demo, and review video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today we are continuing my 2025 Haunted Hill Farm unboxings, and in this video, HHF has sent me their all-new Lurching Woman by Techie Design. Obviously, I want to send the biggest of thank yous out to the Haunted Hill Farm team for sending me this prop to review, and I am really excited to see this prop in person. As you can see, the Lurching Woman has a very manageable box for storage, which is great to see. It does have the Haunted Hill Farm logo on the side, as what we saw on the Ice Cream Clown, same exact thing for the Lurching Woman, obviously just a cardboard box. Alright, so I have cut the tape, and this is our first look inside the box of the Lurching Woman. I can already see her head, her hands, and really interesting, it looks like she does have the white techie poles, which I didn't expect, and for some reason, I just think the white finish is a lot more sleek than the matte black we tend to see, so let's take these out. First up, we have the bag with her instructions and the techie snap lock tool. From the cardboard pullout, we have the body with the head and arms already attached for the character, and here she is. It does look like she has a hairnet on, so let's take this off. I have not looked at the face yet, so there she is with her long black hair. On the back, obviously we'll adjust this when we put her together. Oh my gosh, this thing is super scary. I know this prop in particular from Haunted Hill Farm is definitely one of the scariest for this season. And I mean, yeah, this is a really creepy looking prop. As you can hear, it is plastic, no latex at all, which is really nice. Same goes for the hands. Oh, still got her. Same goes for the hands. These are plastic as well, which is just great. I love that Techie is giving us all plastic stuff this season at Haunted Hill Farm, and this looks great. Obviously, her eyes do light up, and we'll see that when she activates her sensors right on the costume there. This looks cool. Next up, we have the mech for the lurching animation, and I want to keep my hand on the plastic bag because obviously it is very greasy with it being a mech. But this is very typical for a techie prop. You can see some metal gears in there, which is great to see. No plastic, obviously plastic casing, but metal gears are really awesome. So here's her lurching mech. Inside this bubble wrap, we have all of her poles. And then finally, we have her base, and it looks like the control box is connected to the base, so right on the floor. And as you can tell, this will be a snap locking base, which makes it pretty large, as you can see. And again, it has the white finish. All right, so we'll now begin the setup for the Lurching Woman. And for the very first step, we are going to connect the two base pieces together. So obviously, these will just snap lock in. We'll match up A to A and B to B on either side. We'll put these snap locks in, push it into place, and snap lock it in. Now we'll attach this small square metal pole matching up C to C towards the front of the base, and this will be a snap lock. Now we'll take this very small square pole with no labels on it, and this is going to slide into the two forks coming from the base and the pole we just added. Now you'll take two cotter pins from the bag with the instructions in it, and we will secure the small square pole right on with these cotter pins. So obviously you'll just slide them right into the pre-drilled holes on the forks. Now we'll take this square pole with the small plastic in the middle labeled as F, and this should be labeled as D. I'm not sure if mine isn't labeled or if they just aren't, but this will be the D sticker. So it'll slide on to where we see D on the base. We'll snap lock this right in, and then conveniently there is a little holder with foam for it to sit on. Now we're gonna add on the mech for the animatronic. One note for this step is that you want it to be able to slide into the F plastic piece on this pole, so make sure you're putting it the right way with the metal gears facing inwards to the animatronic. We'll line this up with the very back of the base where there is a sticker for E, and now you'll take out this piece from the bag with the cotter pins in it. It'll also be the bag with the instructions. We're gonna line up the pre-drilled holes on the mechanism and on the base. Let's see if I can line this up. There we go. Now we can take a cotter pin, and we're going to secure the mechanism to the base with this cotter pin through that metal piece. Now we can lower the mech down to this plastic piece over on this side, matching up F to F. We will push this button on the plastic piece from the pole and slide it right in. Next, we can attach this pole with the G sticker on the bottom. So obviously we'll just line this up, matching the G stickers, and snap lock it in. We'll repeat the step for the next pole, this one with the H sticker. So line it up, and oh, there we go, snap lock it in. Now we can go ahead and add on the most important piece for this prop, and of course that is the character's body with the head and arms attached. So we will simply line this up. This is the eye connection. A little bit tricky to do because it is a heavy piece. We will line it up and snap lock her in. Now we can snap lock on the right arm for the character. These will be in her sleeves in the box, but they are not going to be connected. You see this a lot of times with techie props, that they are in the body when you take them out, but a lot of times they're not connected. So this will be the K connection. We will slide this up to her shoulder frame and snap lock the arm in. Obviously, we'll do the exact same step before the left arm. This will be the J connection. So slide it all the way up to her shoulder frame and snap lock the left arm in. At this point, we'll go ahead and connect the Velcro strips from the sleeves to the hands because obviously you want the clothing to lay right. So you'll just see some Velcro on the upper sleeves. You'll just connect it right on. We'll also go ahead and attach the Velcro at the bottom of the dress. You can see there are 3 spots of it, and we'll match it right up to the Velcro strips coming from the base itself so that it's connected and the dress won't blow around. Next, we'll attach the wires coming from the body to the ones coming from the control box. It looks like there are 3 of these, so obviously you'll match up the lettering such as L to L, and we'll just go ahead and connect all of the wires to the control box. Once you've connected all the wires, we can plug the adapter into the control box, and you'll notice this is a 6-volt 3-amp, so we'll just plug it in. Obviously, indoor rated adapter, just plug it right in. For the final step of assembly with the Lurching Woman, you are going to want to add some weight because she does move quite a bit. She does come with some nice white sandbags that you can fill up. I'm just going to use some bricks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here she is, the Haunted Hill Farm 2025 Lurching Woman, assembled in all of her glory. But before I give you my thoughts on her, let's take a look at the demos.
You are my world. Your absence left a hole. Deep within my barren soul. But surely you had to know I will not let go. I've waited so long in the shadows for this moment, but now I'll drag you with me into the darkness. You thought you could leave me? Well, I'm not done with you yet. You left me lost and lonely in a cold, cruel place without you. And yet, I will have you again. Don't hate me because I scare you. I can't
Alright, so you just saw the demos for my Haunted Hill Farm 2025 Lurching Woman, and overall, I have to say that this is a great and very scary prop. I want to start my review by underlining, circling, highlighting that word scary, because this animatronic is 100% that. I own a lot of animatronics, I unbox them all the time, but not every character is always super frightening or such a horror animatronic. This one definitely is, and I love the fact that Haunted Hill Farm and Techie are giving us such a scary character, because in 2025 and the modern era of retail animatronics, things have gone a lot more kid-friendly, a lot more family-oriented, and this character really feels like a classic nostalgic Techie animatronic with how frightening she is. The scariness of this prop definitely starts with the look of her, and I think the face really helps that out. I love the fact that the mouth is a separate piece from the head itself, because it allows the mouth movement to look really fluid when she activates as the mouth moves up and down. And to go along with that, I really enjoy that there is an LED inside that mouth cavity that lights up her tongue and all of her teeth. It really looks good in the darkness, and I think it was a great addition to put a light inside her head. The animation on this prop is definitely my favorite thing about the Lurching Woman, and I won't lie, I did not expect the animation to be as jarring as it actually is. This prop moves a lot, and I mean a lot. She definitely requires a ton of weight on her to make sure that she stays in one single place. With her animation, I love the fact that when she comes down, she kind of gets to eye level with the person in front of her, because obviously in the resting position like this, she's kind of just staring almost up at the sky, sort of straightforward, but more up in the air. And then when she turns on and activates and lurches forward, she really maintains that eye level look at you, which is really scary, especially with the glowing eyes. And like I said, when her hair is covering her face and she's just looking straight at you, it's a really scary thing. The audio is another strong point with the Lurching Woman. I love the concept that she's like a lost lover is sort of the idea with the audio, and that she's looking for her husband is sort of the vibe I'm getting from it. Very unique. We don't see a lot of audio lines like that from animatronics in general, so I'm glad to see that Techie went in that direction with the Lurching Woman. And I also do want to say that the speaker quality is fantastic. This prop is super loud and the audio is very crisp. My only minor gripe with the Lurching Woman would be the clothing. I do wish they gave a little bit more attention to detail with it. It's a very basic Techie clothing, just white with some like black paint marks on it or paint splotches. I feel like maybe like a red gown or something like that would make this one look a little bit more unique. I really like the way the hands are, the sculpts on them, and the way the face looks and the hair. I just think the outfit is a little bit plain. But overall, very happy with this prop, and as I said multiple times in the review, she is definitely a scary one, and in my opinion, one of the most frightening props that we've gotten from Techie in recent years. She feels like a classic Techie prop, and I always love these nostalgic feeling animatronics from Techie, and this one will definitely get scares this Halloween. I want to send a massive thank you out to Haunted Hill Farm for sending me this animatronic to review. I very much appreciate it, and stay tuned for more unboxings of the entire HHF 2025 animatronic lineup. But I guess, remember as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. Ask us later for more Halloween 2025 animatronic unboxings. Goodbye.